So you decided to call all these people just
of
to
course.
get the 40%?
Of course, because also my YouTube. That's my YouTube. Why you stealing my YouTube?
Hello, I am Mashood and most of you might know me as MashTitan. So this video is going to be my personal timeline with my records. When I first met Carrie, she already had a public profile. On her Facebook, she had about 88,000 followers, and on her TikTok, about 100k followers. One of the reasons why she got popular on Facebook and TikTok was because of Marco, a homeless man selling empanadas on the street. That's when Carrie approached him, bought everything that he had on him, and gave it away to the people around in that area. Later, with the help of Rafi Tulfo, who gave her money, and she used that money to open a shop under his name, to which she was the majority owner. Marco was also adopted by Carrie and then stayed with her family.
Puti ni Marco! Gago! Totoo! Can we see your ass, gago? Ang puti niya, mama! Can you, can I see the back? Wow! Is your real skin, Marco? Really? What happened? Tang inang puti mo pala, gago! You're so white pala, in real. In Germany, you are like that? Really?
Another story involved a foreigner named Raju, who also stayed with the family. For the Raju's case, Raju had a friend who has been sending money to Carrie to help with his situation, whatever the needs were. Even the medicine, the rehab, and the food and everything that was required. Before these stories that made her popular, she was doing just vlogs and random dance videos. She was posting videos on her Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. By the time I entered the picture, she already had YouTube inactive for years. She stopped posting there and only focused on Facebook and TikTok. I met Carrie for the first time in September 2024. That was when I visited Philippines for the 2 week, and we met on my last week in the Philippines. When we met, we connected, and then we spent the rest of the week together, going out, going places, shopping, and whatnot. We talked about life, goals, and content, and everything to do with it. At that time, I saw a strong on-camera potential for her. I also saw a huge gap in her strategy, filming production, and post-production on what she was doing. So I offered to help in those areas, and she agreed to become a partner. I told her that I was stronger behind the camera and that she was stronger in front of the camera. So we both agreed to help each other and become a team. At that time, her Facebook was 88,000 followers. And we decided that we will help her pages grow first, and then once she has decent amount of followers, she'll help me grow. After I returned to Canada, we stayed in contact.
Yeah, how are you, Mashood? You're feeling well right now? How's your feeling right now? How's your feeling right now to me? Kidding.
We planned scripts, filming style, how we're going to film, when we're going to post, what we're going to film, and what will our focus be on. I returned in March 2025 for a bit longer stay, about 45 days. During this time, I covered my travels, the expenses, the food, taxis, grabs, everything, all the expenses that we were getting, it was taken care by myself. Once I came back to the Philippines in March 2025, I came back prepared. I have invested in a high performance laptop for editing and a camera for better quality content. We had a clear workflow. Carrie was the face of the camera, on camera, anything to do with on camera, it was her, and everything else related to editing, post production, coloring, subtitles, anything else, it was taken care by myself. We also revived her YouTube channel that she had made in 2018, which was inactive for many years now. And since then, she has had deleted all the videos on it and it was empty. So we decided to use that instead of making a new channel. The way it worked was very simple. We would go out, record a full video, and then I would take the footage at home, edit everything, add the colors, add the subtitles, and everything that's needed, and upload it on YouTube. And then from there, I would make shorts so that she can post it on her Facebook and TikTok, so that way she can grow her Facebook page, get more followers. On top of that, also earn from Facebook as well as TikTok. So during this time, we worked almost every single day that I was there. We did not have any days off. So the schedule was filming, planning, editing, and repeat. And then that's all we did. We worked very, very hard during those times. Throughout this phase, all the public visibility was on her side, while the back end side stayed on my side. At that time, it felt like we were true partners, putting in equal amount of work, just different roles. And everything was moving in the right direction.
I'm so very happy, and special thanks to Mash, like, who also there behind the scene and everything. Without him is I cannot do it alone. He's blushing at the back of the camera. You wanna see? You wanna see? You wanna see? Oh, it's against the light. Ayun na, ayun na, ayun na. His looks alike. Oh, what you gonna say?
All right. What you gonna say? All right. So we're here. We're very grateful. We're very happy to have Mike off from that area where he was staying, and now he has a place with his best friend. And I really hope he recovers really fast. The only difference between us was that she was already getting paid from her Facebook and TikTok promotions that she was doing, and at that time I was not getting paid anything, but I was covering all the expenses that were happening during that time. I would get paid later in November. Before I left my second trip to the Philippines to go back to Canada, I had a fairness concern. All the accounts were under her control, even though I was putting in a lot of work and I was covering all the expenses. We signed and notarized a written agreement that defined our roles and revenue sharing. The structure was very simple. The Facebook income stays with her 100%, the TikTok income stays with her 100%, all the promotions she was getting also stayed with her 100%. The only thing I asked was for YouTube 60% and 40% for her, because I was doing most of the heavy lifting and taking care of all the expenses. At that time, YouTube had no income and we would not see any income until November 2025. The contract also included a breach penalty, which we both agreed to. During that period, I asked to keep boundaries clear and keep work professional when personal signals appeared.
Hi, Mashul. I just wanted to tell to you that I'm so beautiful. So keep me, man. Keep me. It's very exotic thing. It's very unique. It's very different to other girl that you never find someone else. This is me. So keep me, man. When you watch this video, remember me. This is Gary, the one that's crazy girl. What time is it? It's it's April 26, 2025. 1:32 p.m. here in Royal Bellagio, Makati with you. and we are reaching 5,000 subscriber on the YouTube channel, and I'm so proud of it. That's why we will dream more, dream like million subscriber. I'm so crazy.
I left that trip knowing that the both sides had clear terms and a shared direction. When I was in Canada, we still worked remotely. She would send me raw footage and I would send her a polished videos to post for her Facebook and TikTok, and I would upload it on YouTube myself. So that way we can keep the momentum going. From the outside, it looked like we were making progress and we were growing. But from the inside, I saw a little frictions that did not sit well with me. The credit for work production was not consistently shown, even when I handled the full post production. I raised this more than once to her. I also noticed moments where the raw footage tone and the public messages did not match. I removed sensitive lines from the edits to keep the content respectful and safe for the viewers. By late 2025, it felt like the partnership became one sided in terms of visibility and the benefits. I hoped that when we meet in person, we could go over the misunderstandings and resolve everything. When I came back to the Philippines for September 2025 for my third trip, the consistency for work has dropped. The days we were supposed to film were often moved or cancelled with a short notice. Over time, I learned that she was spending a significant amount of time with another foreigner that had arrived to Philippines few days before I have, and they've been spending a lot of time together.
I want to try some afam. You know what is afam?
No, what is the fun?
It's a foreigner in Manila. That's the meaning here.
Oh, I'm afam.
You're afam. You are?
So you prefer a farm?
Yeah, I want to try some afam. What is this?
I don't. Hey, it's my microphone. We all gotta start somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, I want to try some foreigner, something like. I'm curious about how they like.
The only way I found out about him was through the birthday party to which he was invited to, and we started talking. Later, we found out that there was another man involved in her life during this time. His name was John. From my perspective, her personal life is her choice. I cared about reliability, clear schedules, and honest communication so that we could work better together. During that time, I also became aware that the gifts and the support she was getting from John, including the jewelry gifts, dinners for family, and vacations with the whole family, based on what I personally saw and what was told to me. At the same time, I started to believe that the public messages and the private behavior did not match, based on my own observation and experience. I addressed this as an operational issue, not a moral judgment. I asked for clear planning and honest update so that way we could go out and help more people. After she came back from vacation late October, I asked her for clear reporting on the support funds that she's been receiving through her mom's Gcash account. I asked for records so that we can plan responsibly and keep the donation transparent. The communication then broke down. On November 5th, 2025, I lost access to YouTube, email, and everything that I've been working towards. Without any notice or anything, she took control of everything, changed the password for everything. I viewed this as a breach of our contract that we had between us. Because I was left with nothing and I had initially invested a lot into this, I had no choice but to seek legal counseling. And I sent a formal demand letter to her. Around this time, I had no contact with Carrie or her mom. I've tried to message and contact them, but I would not get anything in return. And that's when they decided to visit Eduardo to help set up a sari sari store and to get him a place of his own for 3 months. A few months later, I met him to ask him how it's going, and this is what he had to say. Eduardo, how are you? Do you remember me? You cannot see? You remember Carrie Lynn? Carrie Lynn? Carrie Lynn? She helped you?
Yeah,
Are you good now?
not really. Still the infection in my leg of side effect of the medicine for my prostate. And Ona Hospital just want to admit me. Oh,
No, it's okay. You don't. Okay. You have a place to stay?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was told Carrie already
Yeah,
I
yeah.
cannot open the sari sari store. I cannot see. She was did everything to help me, but she then was realized it's in one way useless. Of course, I cannot see. If you see the pictures, you know, sometimes I fall down from the stairs where I'm living.
Oh no.
She knows. She knows I cannot walk in a proper way. Look to the pictures. Look to the steps that I need to do.
Don't lose your phone.
Oops. Yeah? Look to the steps that I need to make. Look to the steps.
Yeah, yeah. It's very. And at dark, there's no light.
No lights. Yeah, look. 16 steps I need to do in the morning and at the evening time. Yesterday, I almost fell down 30 meters down. It was raining and one of the steps was slippery. I fell down. I broke my t-shirt and until now I have pain in my back. I'm looking for to come back to Angeles. I cannot stay there. Because I'm honestly with you, I spend every day 164 peso only for transportation. So I need 3 times a day medicine. 3 times a day I need to eat. I cannot cook in my room. So it costs me 300 every day for food and 160. It's me, I need to make here every day minimum 540, 560 peso just to go home
Just
and
to go
to eat.
and come back. And you're mostly gonna be staying here, right?
But only
Okay.
in the morning,
Morning here, your mornings?
every morning 7 o'clock to mostly 10:30, 11 in the morning.
Okay.
And sometimes in the afternoon, I'm just sitting here hoping people will pass by.
And recognize you.
Sometimes they come to me, oh, I will see you on TikTok or YouTube
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Facebook. Here 50 peso or 20 peso. Look, I don't know how much groceries she was buying.
I don't know. She bought it.
4 carton box really full. Isang kaban bigas, rice. 25 kilos rice, what I going to do with it?
Yeah, you can't cook with rice because you can't.
I cannot eat rice.
Yeah.
So how I go to sell it? I cannot even put the prices on the coffee, on the shampoo, on the napkins, on.
I don't know how much donation she got. Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know either. She don't share with me. That's why we had argument, me and Carrie. No worries. No worries.
I didn't recognize.
No worries. I understand. Take care, bro.
Okay, take care.
Peace. Once she received the demand letter, she contacted me saying that she was going to message me and I did not have to take legal action against her, which was very hard to believe. So we sat down to discuss what was happening and what we could do moving forward. So we signed a new notarized agreement between us that would benefit her and myself, and we resumed our work again. Under that settlement agreement, I became the new primary owner of the YouTube channel because she breached the contract, and so that she could never lock me out of that channel again. The second agreement was mostly things that she wanted to do, which included she only wants to come and work at it for only twice a week. Also, whenever there's somebody to meet, she would message me a day or two before. On top of that, the second contract did not mention anything about the 60/40 that was part of the first contract. In November and December, after the contract has been signed, she only showed up once for editing, even though she agreed she would twice a week. So there were some things that Carrie accused me of, and I want to go over some of them. One of the things that she said was that it's her channel because she created it in 2018. It is true that she did create it in 2018, but the creation date and the business terms is a two different things. The channel was revived in 2025 through joint operations and a signed agreement. Another thing she says is that I took income from shared work. That's not true. If anything, on top of owning 100% of Facebook income and TikTok, the YouTube income first came to her place. The first paycheck was under her house, her name, and I still have not seen that. Another thing she says is that I did not give her the 40% that she was owed. That's not true. Even though she wasn't working with me anymore and was barely showing up, I still gave her what she was owed. Another thing she likes to say is that I used her for fame. That's not true at all. I stayed behind camera by choice. If I wanted to be famous, I would have stayed in front of the camera from day one. I focused on production, strategy, and scale. While being behind the camera, I helped her grow from 88,000 Facebook followers to 500k plus and more than 400k on her TikTok account. So this is the most sensitive part of this whole video. This has to do with donations. I will keep it very simple and straightforward. Our mission was to help people in need through content stories. Viewers often asked how they could help after watching one of these stories. My role with money was very limited and was only for specific situations. I did not run any public fundraising campaigns. When private supporters contacted me directly, I treated it as a person-to-person help, not as an organized donation drive. When possible, I passed the support to the intended person. I found out late that she was asking for donations on her Facebook account for all the people that we've helped. Till then, I was under the impression that we did not ask for donations. A clear example is Eduardo, a homeless man who was fighting to survive cancer. Our video about him went viral and got about 8 to 10 million views on her Facebook account and about 100,000 plus on YouTube. And a lot of people wanted to help. So the viewers on her Facebook account were directed to send money to her mom's Gcash account to help Eduardo's needs. And I saw many comments underneath the post, under the Gcash post, saying that they have sent the money, they've sent help, they sent certain amount of money already. I even saw an email, at least one email that came in from this generous person from Cebu that donated 10,000 pesos just for his medication so that he could live longer because of his whole cancer thing. Based on the comments and the story's impact, I estimate that the donation would have been around 300,000 pesos, if not more. I cannot personally confirm exactly how much it was because I did not get any information from her mom or herself. I did see a visible help where she got him a sari sari store and a place to stay and run the sari sari store from, and got the place for 3 months for him. So later I found out that the sari sari store and the place for him to stay for 3 months costed about 50,000 pesos, if not less. So the gap between how much was spent on him versus how much the donation was raised a huge question. I've asked her for more transparency so that we could help more people long term, and I did not receive any. This pattern also showed up in other cases where the donations were encouraged for help. For Tate Mike, a friend reached out wanting to help, sent me money, and I passed it to Mike's best friend so that he could give it to Mike or the family that is helping him right now.
Okay. So 12,000?
Thank you so much.
Count it. Just double check.
12,000. Thank you so much. The family will be very appreciative.
Yeah, I hope so.
I also asked Mike's best friend if there was any other contribution made for Mike, and this is what he had to say.
And for the record, Carrie has not donated a single penny or a single peso to Tatai Mai. Nothing. She's donated nothing, and she has had donations for Mai, and she's kept them for herself. She's a very selfish lady. All she's interested in is money and herself. She has donated nothing for Mike.
Whenever I asked for transparency and simple documentations, I would always get a vague answer or delays and no clear totals. It started to feel like my role was only welcome when I was building, editing, growing, doing content, but not welcome when I asked her for accountability questions. Around this time, I found out there was another issue that had to do with donation before I met her. Some people messaged me about it, and I looked into it, and it was true. I later checked her social media accounts, but she had deleted anything and everything to do with it. I contacted the person involved to confirm if it's all true, and this is what he said. Eduardo's case is just one example. Raju's friend, who was sending support for him to get better and get back to his country, this is what he had to say about Carrie. I went back and met some of the people that we had featured on our channel to see what they had to say about this, and this is what they said.
Hello, my name is Charles. I know you know me from YouTube with Carrie Lane. I know there was donations for me, but I never got it. And I think a lot of when people donated after their story was told, a lot of homeless people, I don't know what happened to the money, but I never got it. And Carrie Lane officiated Carrielaine. She officiated all these homeless people to get donations, and nobody ever got donations. I want everyone to know about this. I appreciate it that everyone knows that.
Since Carrie and I, we met you, right? And we know Carrie asks about donations on her Facebook, which I wasn't aware of at that time, but now I'm getting more aware of that. Did she give you any donations?
Absolutely none.
Nothing. You got no donations from her. I know for a fact I saw it on her phone that she got donation from somebody for you, and she was supposed to give it to you, and she said she will, but you haven't received anything.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. That's really sad.
Last time I ever saw Kerry was with you when we did the update on my when we did the application for my passport.
Okay, so like only with me then. So I'm going around asking everybody that we work with, like if they have received any donations, because Carrie is the one who asks for donations on her Facebook. So did you receive any donations from Carrie that said like, hey, this is donation?
No, nothing.
Nothing, right?
No.
So whatever money you got was like obviously probably from me,
Yeah.
right? So like nothing was like, hey, this is donation.
Yeah, I haven't received anything from anyone else as far as your group.
Hello, Travis. How are you?
Hi. I'm all right, I guess. I'm still really struggling to survive.
I've noticed every time we made a video, Carrie and I, she would post her Gcash, her mom's Gcash, under the videos and pictures of you or like any other homeless people.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, did you receive any donations from Carrie?
Donations? No, nothing yet.
Nothing from...
No, I haven't received any donation money from Carrie.
I know for a fact she received a lot of donation. I've seen it on her Gcash once or twice before. So she hasn't given you anything?
No. Not since you guys gave me that laptop. And
Laptop was a donation, yeah.
Yeah, the laptop was donated, fully paid for by the American in Florida,
The anonymous guy.
And on the first video you guys made, you gave me 1,000 pesos.
That was.
Because I seen you I seen you pull it out of your pocket.
That's from me.
The second video, you guys gave me 500 pesos.
Yeah.
And the total 1,500. I appreciate that. That helps a lot. But other than that, I've not received anything else. Well, I mean, if people donated money that they intended to come to me, I wish that it would be given to me because I really need it to be able to get the internet, the applications I need for my laptop so I can stop doing this.
If you have donated and are wondering where the money has went, I have no idea because I was never given any explanation either. And that's the problem. Based on what I saw and I could confirm. I had serious concerns that not all the funds were being clearly tracked and shown as delivered the way donors expected. On the outside, Carrie presented herself as generous, faithful, and hardworking. And many of you supported her because of that image. Behind the scenes, things were different. Over time, I saw moments where personal benefits and opportunities seemed to come first, even if it hurts the people closest to her, and even the same people that the content was meant to help. I also saw repeated issues with reliability and transparency, like changing commitments and unclear explanations. I worked very hard to help her grow. And when the platform became bigger, it started to feel like my role was easier to remove than to respect. To everyone watching, especially those who supported and gave help because you wanted to assist people in need. I'm sorry for the confusion and the disappointment that this may have caused. I started with an honest intentions to help and create a meaningful content, and I wish the process stayed clean and consistent. As for Carrie's future, that's her choice. I do not wish her harm. For me, I had to step back because I cannot stay in a situation where trust and transparency kept breaking down. This is a heartbreaking ending for me. I lost a friend, a partner, the projects we worked really hard on. Unfortunately, I will not be continuing the same content in the Philippines anymore. I will stay in Canada and start something new with a stronger structure from day one. Maybe in the future I will visit Philippines again, but for now I'll be in Canada, and thank you everyone who supported us. Please stay safe and let's keep helping each other with respect and honesty. Thank you so much. Bye bye.